Look what happened yesterday. I am going to be talking about that today. I made a horrible mistake yesterday and it cost me that bad boy. Let's go and make some money and then I'll talk about that. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheyenne. And today we are going to be going out for about an hour and a half and you're going to come out with me. Let's see what we can get on these apps today with DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, and Uber Eats. And let's see if it's going to be an uneventful day, but you never know. You never know what craziness can happen. Okay, so let's talk about what happened. So yesterday I went out just for a really short amount of time. So I didn't take any screenshots of anything, right? So I'm sitting there and it was dead. When I say dead, I mean I was really contemplating going back home. I'm like, why did I come out here? There's no orders. Anywho, so then I have on all three apps and I'm waiting and I get an Uber Eats and I'm like, okay, the customer's house is literally right around the corner. Like, it was so short. So I'm like, let me go drop off this order and, you know, we'll see what happens next. So as I'm going over to the customer's house, I get a DoorDash order. Now, mind you, when I passed by that McDonald's where they were sending me, the drive-through was ridiculous. Like, the line went all the way to the street. So I'm like, if I get any orders for that McDonald's, first of all, it has to be a really good one because I know I'm gonna wait. But then secondly, like, maybe I might not do it. But since it was so dead, I'm like, okay, let me go and take this McDonald's order. So I'm like, this is perfect. I'm gonna drop off this Uber Eats order. That's gonna give them time to start making it. You never know with McDonald's. So by the time I get there, hopefully it's ready. As I'm coming down the steps at my customer's house, I get a skip order. And I'm like, ooh, this one is a good order. And I told you it was dead, right? So I looked at the address and I'm like, oh, they're both kind of going in the same direction, like the DoorDash and the skip. So I accepted the skip one.
That's when it all goes south.
Don't do what I did. As I'm going over to McDonald's, I'm like, wait, I'm passing the Skip restaurant to get to McDonald's. And that Skip restaurant is pretty quick. And the time that it was going to be ready was maybe 2 minutes off from the time that I was passing in front of it. So I'm like, by chance, maybe the order is ready. Let me pick it up. That way I don't have to come back this way. I can just keep going. So I stopped at the Skip restaurant. I went in. Usually they tend to really quickly. This was a new guy and there was someone at the cash. So he's like, give me a second. I was like, I don't have a second.
I don't have time.
So I'm standing there. I'm like, okay. But the cook in the kitchen, he saw me and I had my bag. Super good trick. Always walk in with your bag so that they know you're a driver and not just a regular customer. So he looks at me and he's like, Skip? I'm like, yeah. He's like, which one? So I give him the customer's name. He's like, another 4 minutes. I'm like, okay, I'll be back. And I book it to McDonald's because the thing that I forgot, I was thinking, oh my gosh, let me give them time to get the order ready, but completely forgetting that with DoorDash, you have to get to the restaurant within 10 minutes. That was my big mistake. I booked it to McDonald's. By the time I got to McDonald's and was able to park that restaurant, it was 11 minutes. And I was like, no. Okay, hopefully nothing happens, right?
Wishful thinking, I guess.
Get inside the McDonald's. The order was not ready. The order was nowhere close to being ready. The order wasn't even started. So I asked the girl how much longer for that order. And she's like, which one? It was the only driver order that was there. The rest were inside customers or drive through. What? So anywho, she starts making the order. I informed the customer. I put in DoorDash that the order wasn't started until I got there. I picked up the order. I dropped it off to the customer because he was literally 2 minutes away from the restaurant. It was super quick. And then I made my way to Skip restaurant to be able to pick it up and bring it over to the customer. That one was great. That one was fine. The order was ready and everything. But then I was looking at my ratings and I realized that I had a contract violation. And I'm like, no. And DoorDash is super dramatic. They're like, extremely late. Really, dudes, it was 11 minutes instead of 10. I don't know how that's extremely late, but whatever. But hopefully this is a testament to being really careful and not taking on too much. And please don't do the same things that I did, because contract violations are no fun. It's no fun going into your ratings and seeing that big red 1 at the top of your screen. And then who knows how long it's going to stay there. I had to put in the comments to say what happened. I put that, but we all know most likely it's going to stay there. But it goes away after 100 deliveries. Do you know how long it's going to take me to get 100 deliveries with DoorDash?
This is gonna take forever.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. So please, hopefully you remember with DoorDash, you have to get there within 10 minutes or else you're going to be considered extremely late. You have to get to the customer within 10 minutes unless you spoke to DoorDash and like you changed the end time. Oh my goodness. Please don't get a contract violation. I would hate for you to get a contract violation. I shouldn't have stopped at the Skip restaurant. I should have gone straight to the DoorDash restaurant and keep going. It's not about accepting the Skip. That was not the mistake. The mistake was stopping at the Skip restaurant. So hopefully this prevents you from making the same mistake that I did, and hopefully it prevents you from getting a contract violation, because they're no bueno. They're no fun. Not at all. By the way, Uber now starts showing you the tip in the orders. Did you see that? Including estimated tip, and it's $3? No, thank you. Oh my goodness, this McDonald's, I swear. When I turned the corner, first when I passed it, I was like, ooh, there's nobody in McDonald's drive-thru. If I get a McDonald's, I can go to it. But then while I was waiting for an order, because it's been dead tonight, I get a McDonald's order. I'm like, okay, let me go get it. I turned the corner, and once again, the drive-thru is all the way at the street. The lobby is closed. So I park the car, go to the front. She comes to the window, and I'm like, DoorDash? So I tell her the number. She's like, I don't have it. I go, you don't have it? So then I show her the number, and then she's like, oh, I have it, but it's not ready. I'm like, okay, how long? She comes back. She's like, maybe another 10, 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes? I go, okay, I'm gonna go in the car. So now what I'm doing is, I still had my Skip on. I actually might turn back on Uber because I had turned it off when I got here. I'm going to see if I get another order. If I get another order, I'm going to drop this and I'll go get the other order. If I don't get another order, then it's just like if I was sitting down anyways waiting for it. So I might as well just wait here and potentially make $9.50. But I can't believe this McDonald's, man. Oh my god, shout out to Kurt Castal for letting me pee in their bathroom. Woo! I need to go so bad. This is the one thing when you're out driving and you need to pee, man. So I'm going to the customer's house. I don't know if you can see. It's super dark over here. But like, it's a one-way. You can't see the addresses from the street. I'm done. I'm home. It is now 10:15 and I am home. It was dead tonight. Like, yeah, there were some orders coming in, especially Uber Eats, but they were super tiny. And then it said included estimated tips. Does that mean that the customer just didn't tip? Or do they still have, like, is there a glitch and they're actually not showing the tip, but they're saying that they're showing the tip? Anyways, regardless, I wasn't taking those orders. The one order that I was like, oh, this would have made sense, I got it at the same time that I was on my way to the McDonald's, so I couldn't take it. Anywho, hopefully you enjoyed the video today. Please, 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 please pay attention when you're taking these orders to not do like me and get a contract violation with DoorDash because you arrived to the restaurant late. Oh my god. Anywho, I will see you on the next one. Bye!